Good evening, I'm Patricia Vallone with a CTV News update. Like the state, Prince George's is implementing tougher COVID-19 restrictions due to a rapid rise in the number of cases and hospitalizations. The new restrictions, which go into effect this weekend, will alter both indoor and outdoor activities, as well as how you spend the holidays. As coronavirus cases surge across the country and the world, governments are having to impose tighter restrictions to combat the rapid spread of COVID-19. This morning, County Executive Angela Ossobrooke said Prince George's has surpassed more than 35,000 cases and 865 deaths. And with rapidly increasing hospitalizations, the region is now in a high-risk category.
Unfortunately, like the rest of our state and across this nation, our infection rate is trending in the wrong direction. During the first week of November, we saw 1,309 total cases of COVID-19. This is up from a recent low of 649 cases the last full week of September. In addition, our infection rate has increased to 1.15, which places us now in high risk with steadily increasing COVID-19 cases.
New restrictions start Sunday evening and include decreased capacities at both indoor and outdoor venues. Gyms, bowling alleys, and churches will have a maximum capacity of 25% indoors and 50% outdoors. All must maintain proper social distancing.
Attending family gatherings and house parties are the leading high-risk activities reported by those who have virus. This is why the county executive's new gathering restrictions are so important to do right now. In the outdoors, it's a maximum of 25 people. For indoors, the maximum number is 10, provided everybody wears a mask and stays 6 feet from each other the whole time.
Large retailers will have a 50% maximum capacity, with the onus of enforcement on business owners. Also new, face masks will be required outdoors anywhere you go. The only exception is if you're doing rigorous exercise.
Please make sure that the facial covering is covering your entire area. The virus lives in the nose, and so not covering your nose is the most dangerous thing that you can do. It does not help us if your nose is exposed in any way.
As for the holidays, both officials recommend that you only celebrate with people in your immediate household. That means only the people who currently are living in your home. The tougher restrictions will begin this Sunday at 5 p.m. You can report violations by calling 311. The number of coronavirus cases continues to rise in Maryland. Over the past 24 hours, 1,477 cases have been confirmed statewide. 12 people have died of COVID-19 and 863 have been hospitalized. Since the county school district shut down in-person instruction back in March, dozens of buildings have been closed to staff because of COVID infections. Katira Jones has more.
The district releases a list of more than 100 schools and office buildings that have been closed and disinfected because of COVID-19 related cases. The most recent schools and offices to undergo cleaning are Highland Park Elementary and the Lewis Wilson Administration Building. They're being cleaned today. In all, 10 facilities were closed for disinfection this week, including 4 Bowie schools on Tuesday: Northview, Yorktown, Rockledge, and Samuel Ogle. Parkdale has been closed twice because of COVID, this past Monday and on October 20th. Other high schools impacted: Eleanor Roosevelt, Duval, Oxon Hill, and Bowie. Last week, 7 buildings were closed for disinfection. School board headquarters, the Sasser Administration Building, has also been cleaned. For more information, visit the PGCTV website. I'm Katira Jones with CTV News.
The Gridiron is on lockdown at the University of Maryland after a number of players tested positive for the coronavirus. In the last 7 days, 8 Maryland players have tested positive for the disease. Saturday's game against number 3 Ohio State has been canceled and will not be rescheduled. The decision to pause the program was made by the athletic director and University President Darrell Pines in consultation with health officials and the Big Ten Conference. No word yet on when the football program will resume. With the holidays quickly approaching and COVID on the rise, many people are trying to figure out how they can safely celebrate Thanksgiving this year. CTV's Byron Scott reports on a local turkey farm that is adjusting to the changes.
It's that time of year again. With Thanksgiving right around the corner, people will be flocking to Show Enough Turkey Farm in Fulton to get their fresh bird. There is much to choose from.
The ranges we have are a 10 to 14, a 15 to 18, 19 to 22, 23 to 26, and then our big heavy birds, the toms, 30 to 35 or 35 to 40.
But this year, due to the pandemic, things changed early on, and Show Enough had to adapt.
The things that we did notice were we had a lot more people contacting us in the spring looking for their proteins that they couldn't get at the grocery stores.
Typically, Show Enough sells tens of thousands of turkeys during the Thanksgiving and Christmas seasons, and they expect to do that again this year.
I was able to increase our number of birds that we got very late in the year.
What that means is Show Enough will have a larger stock of smaller birds, which Boris says customers are looking for this year.
And I have heard from several stores that they believe that the rush is going to be on smaller turkeys this year because people won't have the larger gatherings. Generally in the past, that Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, or Monday and Tuesday at least, you could watch the turkeys being processed at the same time. In order to decrease the amount of personnel at the plant, all of our turkeys will be harvested before the weekend. So they'll be harvested before the 21st of November. So that will give us the opportunity to have less people in the plant when we're doing retail sales.
Customers can order turkeys now through November 20th, with pickups starting on the 14th. Earlier pickups can also be arranged, but because of the pandemic,
we're encouraging people to spread out when they arrive at the farm over the days. So maybe not just focus on Wednesday, Tuesday and Wednesday, but maybe come Saturday, Sunday, or Monday to pick up your turkey, because we're going to have the same number of people come. We're just going to try to maintain that social distancing.
To get more information or to order a turkey, go to showenoughturkeys.com. I'm Byron Scott.
A Riverdale man is behind bars for his alleged involvement in a fatal shooting over the weekend. Metro Transit Police say they've arrested 28-year-old Abel Guzman. According to police, Guzman approached Demetrio Santos Barros at the New Carrollton Metro station and shot him multiple times Sunday night. Authorities say the suspect and victim were involved in a previous altercation. Guzman has been charged with first-degree murder. Well, it is the end of an era for one charter school in the county. Middleton Valley Academy in Camp Springs will be closing its doors permanently at the end of the academic year. The county school system says it's closing Middleton Valley because it was unable to approve an additional charter school operator. A virtual meeting to discuss the closing is set for Thursday, November 19th at 6:30 p.m. Middleton Valley Academy was formerly known as Turning Point Academy. Well, sneakerheads, listen up. Have you been itching to get your hands on a pair of Jordans, Nike Air Max, or even Yeezys? Now you can do so at the Footage Society's Thrift Alley event. Footage Society is a boutique shoe store located in Laurel that sells new and gently used sneakers. At the event, you can buy, sell, or trade any of your tennis shoes. There will also be a variety of local vendors selling clothes and food.
It's just something to get everybody and bring everybody together, and not even for COVID, but just to be able to do something with the community is just a good thing that we love to do.
And then, also since we're approaching the holiday season too, it's an opportunity for people to kind of get ahead in terms of, maybe do some early holiday shopping and stuff like that.
The event is on November 21st from noon until 5 p.m. just outside of the Footage Society store. A local organization is lending a helping hand to needy families. Community Advocates for Family and Youth, better known as CAFE, is hosting an event tomorrow called Begin and Thrive. The organization will give away 300 bags filled with toiletry items like detergent, toothbrushes, and face masks. WSSC, Parks and Recreation, and a few other groups donated materials for the event. Executive Director Arlene Joel says that many people have been impacted financially during this pandemic, and this is her way to help give back.
When you think about people trying to decide, should I buy food or should I buy soap? should I buy food or should I buy, tubes of toothpaste? How long can I wear that, disposable mask that I got the last time I went into the hospital or the metro station? And so it's an attempt to try to give people those kind of items at no cost.
You don't need to bring an ID with you. Begin and Thrive is tomorrow at noon until 4 p.m. at 1300 Caraway Court in Upper Marlboro. Well, now let's get a quick check on our 3-day weather forecast. Tonight, light rain and cloudy with a low of 47. Friday, cloudy with a slight chance of fog in the morning. Daytime temps reach a high near 61 and a low of 39. On Saturday, sunny and cool with a high near 54 and a low of 41. Sunday, partly sunny with a chance of showers. Daytime highs are going to be near 64 and an evening low around 45. And now for your community calendar. Attention Bowie residents, the city is distributing emergency food aid to families in need. A drive-through pickup will be held this Saturday, November 14th at Grace Lutheran Church. Non-perishable items will be distributed from 11 a.m. until 2 p.m. Only Bowie City residents are eligible. Residents should bring ID. For more information, call 301-809-3009, or you can visit cityofbowie.gov/COB cares. That wraps up our CTV News Update. I'm Patricia Vallone. Have a great evening.
For the latest information on COVID-19 in Maryland, visit the State Health Department website. That's health.maryland.gov. Again, health.maryland.gov. Click the link to the COVID-19 information portal. There you'll find all of the latest information about coronavirus. You'll find daily updates on cases and fatalities. Answers to questions about testing and the governor's stay-at-home order are available as well. For specific information about Prince George's, visit princegeorgescountymd.gov. That's princegeorgescountymd.gov. The site offers information about local services for residents and businesses. There's a link for COVID-19 relief donations. Also, food pantry locations are listed. And if you have any questions, call the county COVID-19 hotline at 301-883-6627. That's 301-883-6627.
I am what child hunger looks like in America. I am a 9-year-old boy who hopes a friend invites me to a sleepover so I can have dinner. I am a 15-year-old girl who goes for walks during lunch so my friends won't know I don't have anything to eat. I am a 13-year-old boy who gets into fights at school just because I'm hungry. I was created by artificial intelligence from faces of the 1 in 7 American children who struggle with hunger. Kids you pass by every day but never knew they were hungry.
Feeding America, 200 food banks strong.
There was a time in my life where I was extremely homesick. I decided that I needed a pet. When I first saw a turtle, my heart was full. He jumped up and kissed me and jumped right into my arms. I immediately went up to the volunteers at the shelter and said, I want him. He's got to come home with me. Now I'm anything but lonely. Every day with Turtle is a perfect day and keeps me company when I'm doing schoolwork. I like it when he jumps up on the table too. He is a veggie thief. He's an incredible companion and my best friend. Can't say that I've met anybody that doesn't love him too. When I adopted Turtle, I discovered all the things that make him unique. He's a little bit of a lot of things, but mostly he's all pure love.
It's so sad. It's not.